Hello, Lauren Ebeck, Extraordinary Wellness Shaman, here today to share another tip with you. One of the things that I use to stay positive and to look at the good in my life is called gratitude journaling. Journaling is especially beneficial because when you're writing or speaking, it helps you to actually connect those ideas or those thoughts with your brain, with that part of your brain to which you can actually connect in with the emotions. So this is very good for being aware of it and not just going through another exercise and going through the motions of making a quick list. Okay, so some journals that I use that I wanted to show you is you can use a small one like this. It's just a really quick small one that I keep beside my bed. So, and I write in it. So, or you can keep a larger one that has nice quotes and sayings in it and things like that and really write things out. So I'll put that up there so that you can see it and write out and make those connections. Or, one of my favorites is advice from a tree because I'm so connected to nature. Now, one of the reasons why I really like journaling too is this doesn't need to become such an ordeal, but it helps you really write out your thoughts, write out your feelings, and get things down on paper. So this is a great way to also do some releasing. But for today, we'll focus on gratitude journaling. So here's what I'd like for you to do. Find a journal that you like or a piece of paper. And in the beginning, you can make it a list. If you feel like you don't have time, you can do this was my starting one. So in the beginning, it's write down just five things at night that you're really grateful for. So in the beginning, I wrote down I'm grateful for my coach, I'm grateful for my dog Sage, my best friend Kathy, the unexpected check that came in the mail. I got a $10 check for doing some survey that was totally unexpected. The toilet flushing. I have clients who'll say to me, I can't think of a single thing to be grateful for today. And so what I coach them on is to, maybe you're grateful for the garbage man that takes out the garbage or picks it up for you. Maybe you're grateful because the water runs down your sink. Perhaps you're grateful for the bed you have to sleep on. Start off with 5 mundane things, but start to focus on the good. Really focus on the evidence and the good that's happening in your life. As you go on, begin focusing more and more on things such as friendships, things that happen during the day, and really connect them down. Don't just go through the motions of making a quick list or it won't mean anything, but really write down why. Now, even if I make a quick list, because there are nights when I make a quick list, and I'll put this down beside the bed, I actually meditate. I will start to meditate on why I feel so, and meditation can be done lying in bed, it can be done sitting up. It's not the old yogi with the legs crossed sitting there with your eyes closed for whatever. So I like to meditate when I'm in bed. So right before I go to sleep, I always practice meditation and when I get up, right? So I meditate on those 5 things and why I'm grateful for it, and I go through it in my mind. So that's another form that you can add to is meditating as well. But by focusing on the good, you begin to connect with, my life's not all that bad. It gets your mind off the troubles because remember, we as human beings have 20 to 50,000 thoughts a day, depending on if you're a deep thinker or not a deep thinker. And most of those thoughts are going to be fiction, imagination, fantasy, nonsense, what I call gibberish nonsense. We worry about, oh my gosh, what's going to happen tomorrow? Or what's my life going to look like 5 years from now? Or why haven't I gotten to where I'm at? We never focus on the present. We're either worried about the past or we're worried about the future. And it's gibberish, right? Because we can't predict such nonsense. So be present. Think about what you're grateful for today and focus on that. And if you do that for, I promise you, 21 days, although I love to tell my clients, you need to do it for 30 days in order to make it a really great habit that you're incorporating and implementing in your life, do it for 90 days, right? So implement it for 90 days in your life and watch your attitude change and see how grateful and how happy and more positive you become just because you are now grateful for all the small things that happen. And one quick tip. Some of my clients like to write down 15 things in one night. Please don't do that. You only need to do 5 and save those things out because you won't find 5 things for every single night. But I do coach my clients to do this in the beginning and do this every night. And then the more positive and happy and stress-free you become, you can actually back off to 3 times a week if you want, although I pretty much still do this every night. So again, Lauren Ebeck, Extraordinary Wellness Shaman, smile more, stress less. So